Welcome to lecture 3.6, derivatives of hyperbolic functions. The hyperbolic functions are analogs of the trigonometric or circular functions, except that they are derived from the unit hyperbola x squared minus y squared is equal to 1 instead of the unit circle. They are defined by the Euler's number E, or what we call the natural base, which is approximately equal to 2.72. The six hyperbolic functions are the following, read as hyperbolic sine of x, hyperbolic cosine of x, and so on. We have here six hyperbolic functions. The hyperbolic sine of x is equal to e raised to x minus e raised to negative x all over 2. The hyperbolic cosine of x is equal to e raised to x plus e raised to negative x all over 2. And then for the hyperbolic tangent, cotangent, hyperbolic secant, and hyperbolic cosecant, we will just use the same trigonometric identities, the counterparts of trigonometric identities to the hyperbolic function. The hyperbolic functions are used in civil engineering, construction, and other applications in higher mathematics. These are the formulas in getting the derivative of the six hyperbolic functions. It is analogous to the trigonometric functions. However, there's a little bit difference on the sign. The derivatives of the reciprocal functions are all negative. The hyperbolic cotangent, secant, and cosecant. And also, just like in trigonometric functions, our x here is in radians, since they are assumed to be real value. Let us solve example 1. Find y prime if y is equal to hyperbolic sine of 3x squared minus 5. So this is just the same as how we solve trigonometric functions. So here we have u is equal to 3x squared minus 5. So we can get the y prime right away. The derivative of hyperbolic cosine is the derivative of hyperbolic sine is equal to hyperbolic cosine of the same angle. And then we multiply it by the derivative of the angle. Writing that in front, we have 6x hyperbolic cosine of the quantity 3x squared minus 5. This is now the answer. Example number 2, y is equal to hyperbolic cosine e raised to 2x. This is the u, and the form is just simply hyperbolic cosine u, direct formula. The derivative of this is equal to hyperbolic sine of e raised to 2x and then multiplied by the derivative of the angle. Okay, this one becomes hyperbolic sine e raised to 2x, and then the derivative of e raised to 2x is 2e raised to 2x. We are going to multiply this to the front. So we have here 2e raised to 2x hyperbolic sine e raised to 2x. Example 3, find y prime if y is equal to hyperbolic tangent of ln of 4x raised to 2. This is the u. So we can make use of the chain rule here. Okay, the derivative of u with respect to x is equal to 1 over 4x squared and then multiplied by the derivative of that 8x. Simplifying, we have 2 over x. Okay, we have the y is equal to hyperbolic tangent of u. So getting the derivative of that, we have hyperbolic secant squared u times the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay, let's bring back the values. U here is ln of 4x squared, and then the derivative of u with respect to x is 2 over x. However, we have here an ln function inside the hyperbolic function. We are going to make use of the definition since this is not yet over. For the hyperbolic secant, we are going to write the equivalent expression for that using the definition. We have here 2, but before that, this power is this. Because, halimbawa, meron tayong ganito, sin x na ni-raise sa 2, this is equal to sin squared x. Take note that this is not equal to sin x squared. Magkaiba yon. Okay. Using the definition of hyperbolic secant, we have here e raised to ln 4x squared and then plus e raised to negative ln 4x squared. Okay. Now, what happens? So, inside the bracket, we have 2. And then e raised to ln 4x squared is equal to 4x squared actually. And then how about e raised to negative ln 4x squared? How are we going to apply the property there? So this is equal to e raised to ln of the quantity 4x squared raised to negative 1. So this becomes 4x squared raised to negative 1. So that is plus 1 over 4x squared. Okay. And then we have here squared. We can multiply this by 4x squared para mawala yung complex fraction. Take note that we are still fixing what's inside before we multiply the outside factors. Okay, what are we going to do? So we have 8x squared and then over 16x raised to 4 plus 1. Tapos naka-square pa yun. And then multiplied to 2 over x. Alright, here we have 64 x raised to 4 and then over the square of 16x raised to 4 plus 1, quantity square, and then times 2 over x. Okay, this would be cancelled out, the x here and the x here. Next, we have 128x cubed over 16x raised to 4 plus 1 quantity squared. So this is now the final and simplified answer. Example 4, we have y is equal to hyperbolic cosine cube of 4x. Y here is equal to this hyperbolic cosine 4x and then raised to 3. So this implies that our given is in the form u raised to n. So let us get the derivative. Using the formula for the power rule, we have 3 and then hyperbolic cosine 4x and then raised to 2 and then multiplied by the derivative of hyperbolic cosine 4x. Take note that this is n, u raised to n minus 1, and then du dx. Alright, so we have 3 and then hyperbolic cosine squared of 4x. And then the derivative of hyperbolic cosine 4x is positive 4 hyperbolic sine 4x. Okay, multiplying all together, we have 12 hyperbolic cosine squared of 4x times hyperbolic sine of 4x. This is now the final answer. Example 5, y is equal to hyperbolic cosine squared of x over 2 minus the hyperbolic sine squared of x over 2. Okay, this one takes the form u raised to n and then eto then u raised to n. So using the same algorithm that we did, prime is equal to 2 hyperbolic cosine x over 2 and then multiplied by its derivative, hyperbolic sine x over 2 times 1/2. So take note na sunod-sunod na yan. So this is n, u raised to n minus 1, and then etong isang buo na to, yung du dx, power rule. And then after that, for the hyperbolic sine, we have minus 2 hyperbolic sine of x over 2 and then multiplied by its derivative, hyperbolic cosine of x over 2 times 1/2. the resulting derivative is equal to 0. Alternatively, since hyperbolic cosine squared theta minus hyperbolic sine squared theta is equal to 1, so this is the counterpart of the Pythagorean identity, we have y is equal to positive 1. So therefore, y prime is indeed 0, since 1 is a constant. You have now reached the end of the discussion. You are highly encouraged to answer the exercises at the end of this slide.